Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Y-Caliber. We're playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and we are trying to find the camp of this person who was observing rifts. Yeah, settle down, dude. DeBrood. It's clearly what I meant to say, and I didn't stumble over my words or anything like that, because that would be totally lame. Right, so we are looking to see where this guy camped. And I'm going to guess it'll be on top of this thing, and it will be a jumping puzzle. Because that would be the worst. Yeah. Alright, this looks like a good way up, so let's try it. Maybe this wasn't a good way up. Nope. There we go. Now then, can we get any further from here? Or... like, are we gonna... Aha! I found it. Diary of Troilus Hurtubise. The stormy menace makes noises like a provoked cat at intervals of 1 hour, 15 minutes. It is surrounded by 4 swirling wraith-like demons. I have named them Primus, Secundus, Tertius, and Dummy. The first 3 orbit the menace like patrolling guards. Dummy follows, but often pauses and heads in a different direction. Very occasionally he twirls around like a lost man trying to find his bearings, so that was a despair demon. Must be careful. A passing deer drew the attention of Dummy. For once he demonstrated a tremendous purpose. Felt almost proud. That pride was quickly replaced by great distress, observing what followed. Deer should not bend that way. The Great Mission, Day 10. Another menace seen farther down the river. It seems in its infancy. No demons. I believe I have enough knowledge of the behavior of the menaces to attempt to destroy one. I will attempt this with the nascent menace. Caution is key. Well, I'm going to guess that did not go well for you. Let's head back to the Direstone camp and then,
I don't get it. If you want to change, just change. Why this fake warden rubbish?
For one, people wanted me dead. Being someone else kept me breathing. And then, knowing that people thought I was good made it easier.
You needed them to think you could, so you could think you could. You're smart, but you're sort of stupid.
I'm so glad that Sarah is here to keep the black wall on his toes. Oh boy. Something for sure landed here. And blew up. Pretty badly. So, where did he find this, and how did he do with this nascent menace? Was he able to destroy it? I don't think so, because... nope. The Great Mission, Final Test. Learned so much since that first day on that ridge. Thought I knew enough to try to interact with a menace to touch it. This didn't go well. Instruments did nothing. Didn't affect menace at all. We are all doomed. Just going to lie here for a while. Well, Troilus Hurtubise.
Must have hurt. How's his stuff?
Darkspawn Alpha Great Axe. Nice. Well, you tried. And we appreciate that. Now then, any other diamonds currently? Just this one. So, down to the Argon's Lodge, where Fairbanks and crew are set up. And from there, we are going to find out what happened. Oops.
Inquisitor.
Yep.
All is well?
Find out what's going on with this cave. Good teleporting, guys. Very subtle. Didn't pull me out of the immersion at all. Am I on the correct road? No. I need to be on a road, which I assume is this one. There we go. So we've got a cave to explore now, revealed by the Astraria. And hopefully, we won't die within. Bloodstone. So that's the current plan, in case you were wondering. But you probably weren't, because I mentioned it at the end of the previous episode. Pyrophyte, Pyrophyte, Bloodstone. The popular children's game. No doubt you've played it as well in school, or perhaps with your chums at home. Phew. Is this blue lyrium? Is that a triangle? Ornate battle axe? Sure. This looks like it might be Tevinter? That's a really nice staff. I mean, it's not as good as mine, but it's there. And that's a pretty good helmet, too. And one more pyramid. Ooh. Tier 3 greatsword grip. If only anyone was using a Tier 3 greatsword, that would be super great. But I can pull at least those enhancements out of that staff and put them in someone else's. Right. One more rift. And I don't know where the rest of the ocularums are. But I'm sure they're somewhere safe, right? They're being kept safe so that we don't have to deal with them, maybe? I don't know. But there's the last rift that we've currently found, and I would like to make it not a rift anymore. Also, I totally missed this that was right next to the opening camp. Good for me. A candle for Tristan. Wow. That would have been nice to know back when I was anywhere near that shrine. Yeah, I hear you. Chitter, 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 dude. Chitter, chitter. Oh, there's an ocularum. Hey, now I've seen everywhere. I wonder if this will give us 7, or if... Okay.
Done.
At least I have their attention. Ah, stupid barriers. Alright, what's up next? I'm sure Blackwall can handle whatever it is. Or maybe he can't. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Blackwall, you go get that thing. Is that a Templar camp too? That's no good. Nice work. Okay, Rift of the Cove complete. Good for us. What's this creepy little area? Nothing. It's just a little cave. Alright, well... a little elephant graveyard, or Bronto graveyard, perhaps. Let's see if we can get up to that ocularum. Should be able to from over here. And then we'll see how many shards there still are, because I think there are 13 in the region. So the only question there is, will we find 7 here through this one? Or will it be split up? 7. There we go. There's 1. There's another. And a 3rd. And a 4th. Okay. 5. Oh, there's 1. And we just need the final. There we go. Okay. Well, we will set that. We're down here, so let's get these. And then we can go light that candle shrine afterwards. There's one up here somewhere. Oh, come on, you can do better than that, Argus. You've done the hippie hops before. There we go. One down. Is that 2 assassins? Goodness me. That's going to be fun. Hello. Yeah, we'll just take care of those. And then this archer as well. Alright. Good job, team. We did it again. Is this just all elf fruit? I mean, that's fine. I'm happy to get more elf fruit. Oh, no, actual loot. Okay. And another one of the shards is here. Boop. Okay. Now then. I know, that's not a shard, that's the devotion. Let's head up this way. Ah, I bet it's up on that hill thing, which means we'll need to come up to the side here and find a way up. Oh. No, come on. You can do that. You're certainly capable of it. There's one up there, too. But I don't think we can access it quite as easily. This one, though. So long as I'm careful. There we go. So, there's another one. Just up there. Oh, and I've fallen off. That's okay. I think if I go further around, there's an easier way up. Are those just deep mushrooms? Yeah, those are just deep mushrooms. Alright, so there we go. Here's a way up. And a way up that brings us close to another shard, which hopefully is just lying on the ground. There we go. Now, do you actually have anything for me?
Good to see you, Your Worship.
No, you don't. It's alright. I forgive you. I forgive you this time. Your lapse shall be forgiven. Was that more pyrophyte? I think we can do without more pyrophyte at this point. It's the tier 2 metal, and we should be up to tier 3 stuff now. Hunting log. Track the great brute to the middle of the graves. I hate this place. Elven curses on every tree, but it'll be worth it. Camille will have to pay attention. If she sits in that clumsy fool's lap for a cub's pelt, just think all she'll do for me when I bring her back the head of this giant beast. Have courage, focus, believe. Yes, I can envision the furry trophy already in my clutches. Okay. And then these two pop back to camp. No, that's not what I wanted. Just save ourselves a couple of seconds of walking. And there's one quite nearby, I think. What's going on over here?
Nothing to report, sir.
Who are you?
Ah, Your Worship. Just watching out for local wildlife. Little glory, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
It's just one bear that's become a problem. A huge one. Bigger than I've ever seen. It's rampaged through camp a few times, ripping apart our supplies.
Oh.
One of our workers broke his leg trying to get away. Next time, we might not be so lucky. It must be upset that we're in its territory. It's it or us, so far as it's concerned.
Okay. Well, I'll look for the problem bear at some point. That's going to be a little bit of jibbity jumping, I think. But we can probably... Oh, it's not so bad. It's literally just right up here, I think. We can do that, no problem. Didn't even have to do any jumping. And one more shard on the plains. And that should bring us to the total. This looks like it may be tricky, though. How can I get up there? Hopefully there's a smoother grade. Here it is. Up there. No problem. A little bit of jumping here. Like one jump. 2. Yay! We got all the grave shards. Problem bear? Nope. Deactivated, then reactivated. Let's go take care of it. Show it some Mother Nature's recipes. Maybe we can befriend it. I mean, as we know by now, Argris is into bears. I mean, he's a bear himself. It's just a bear party. You just have to bear it all. Oh, so it's in this big empty cave. Hello. I'm sorry that we have to fight this way. Unfortunately, I'll probably spend the majority of this fight falling over on my butt. Nope. It's got some blue dots on its butt, like it's growing moss or something like that. It's got some sort of stuff on its arm there too. Lichen or something. Really? No loot for that? Huh. You'd think there would be something. Guess not. I guess the something we get is feeling vaguely bad that we had to kill such a majestic creature. And the next one is up here at the shrine. Can we travel there? Nope. So we'll go to Direstone Camp again. And then clippity-clop from there down to the shrine. And that should finish up the Emerald Graves entirely. Alright, horsey. Away we go. We got the dragon, we got all the Astraria, every shard in the region. We've killed like 20 giants here. Okay, come on. You're embarrassing me here. Ah, my mouse click controls.
Safe travels.
Thanks. We're gonna go and ensure safe travels now.
Inquisitor.
Hey, I'm gonna bring my giant nug up into this area, so, you know, deal with that. Do we light the shrine? Or do we light the candle out here? Okay. Alright. This zone's complete as far as I'm concerned. If you know of anything else here, let me know in the comments below, because otherwise, won't be coming back. Back to Skyhold. Talk to Cullen. See you there. And here we are.
Inquisitor, if
Yeah.
you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Okay. Well, they're down here normally. run all the way over to the out-of-the-way place where you normally have to find Cullen, and then...
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights.
Okay, yeah,
As
good.
for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging.
Well, I guess that's understandable too.
Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Well, that's nice. But not quite what I was thinking of when I came down here, because I want to finish this.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this.
Hey, man.
Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong, or because you want him to be wrong?
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Okay. I'll talk to him. Seems like stuff's getting pretty real with my advisors right now. I had planned for this to just be a quick turn in the letters to Cullen, but that's not happening. So we're going to head back.
I will prepare some flanking exercises.
Alright, you guys have fun with your flanking. Just make sure that you respect each other's flanks and the limits thereof. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
And yet.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that?
You can't.
Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness.
Yeah.
Kirkwall's Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it.
You're addicted.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
You know, if you need help, there's help.
The smugglers we interrogated gave up the Red Templar's main source of red lyrium, Inquisitor. It's located in the Dales, near a town called Sarnia. Destroying the mine there will cripple Samson's operations.
Then let's go cripple that mine.
Excellent work, Commander. I'll investigate the mine.
Destroying the Red Templar's source of lyrium will be a loss Samson won't soon forget.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Not all this emo, oh, I can't handle everything stuff. If you need help, get help. Alright, see you next time.